Is it too late to start blogging? I get this question a lot. It comes in from James and Mark, and I've had a bunch of people ask this, and I get the same about a podcast and a YouTube channel and all of this kind of stuff. Is it too late to start blogging? And that's what I want to focus predominantly on now. The blog is obviously the written version on your website. So, I have sellyourservice.co.uk/blog. The short answer is no. It is absolutely not too late to start blogging whatsoever. A lot of marketers and kind of gurus and all this kind of shit who haven't really got their own ideas and haven't got a lot of interesting thoughts or things they want to talk about, they haven't got any experience as well, will say things like SEO is dead, social media is dead, YouTubing is dead, blogging is dead. It's a very good way to make it look like you've got an insight or even personality without having any real evidence. So I wouldn't listen to anyone who says that. Yes, there are more blogs by definition than ever, but it will always take you 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years to get the blog to a point where it becomes self-sufficient. But your initial idea for the blog shouldn't be, well, I want to grow it to the point where we get hundreds of thousands of views immediately to have it as its own lead generation tool. That's absolutely the point, and you can absolutely do that. In fact, you can actually make really good money from blogging pretty quickly if you're clever about it. And the competition is rising, but for every 100 new blogs that start a day, there are 10,000 people joining the internet per day. The rate at which people are joining the internet and just coming online and discovering content and reading content for the first time is at an exponential rate compared to the number of new blogs that are out there. Sarah Turner, a friend of mine who's best-selling author and has the Mumsy Mum, which I highly recommend checking out, not just if you're a parent or a mum. She's often credited as being one of the first sort of mummy bloggers, but that's frankly a bit too reductive because she was doing it without the idea of wanting to become a mummy blogger. She was doing it way before, but it took her years and years and years to get to the point where the blog became this self-sufficient machine. As I mentioned, you can get there. Miles Beckler's got a really good YouTube series on how to write content and get it to generate income. For every 100 new blogs that start, in a year's time, 90% of them will have been given up on. In another year's time, 90% of that remains has been given up on. So within 2 years, you're only left with one person's successful blog going forward anyway. And it's an amazing lead generation and authority tool way before it becomes a self-sufficient tool. So if you're thinking, should I start blogging now? The short answer is yes. Writing content, as much as I love video and podcasting, or all platforms, writing content on your own turf, nothing will ever replace the power of that, and it can eventually become, as I've talked about in my book Universe Fuel, eventually you will get back more than you put in. We get more leads and traffic from one blog post now than we did through our entire blog through like a 2 or 3 year period. So by starting now, you are giving yourself the best possible future. I've actually got a post here talking about some of the tactics that I use on my blog, as well as some of the traffic opportunities that we've seen and how much we've seen our traffic grow. So if you want to go ahead and find out how you should continue to blog, that's what I've got in the video beside me. And in the meantime, guys, thanks very much for watching. Have courage.